Good afternoon, YouTube. Welcome to Fair Face Fail Productions. So today we went ahead and picked up a Onewheel XR. So I've been kind of wanting a Onewheel for a while. Really was kind of getting upset about the prices of the new Onewheel GTs, and walked into Christie Sports of all places, just kind of browsing around. Hadn't been in there in a long time, so I was like, "Yeah, we'll see what they got around." Also been thinking about kind of getting into snowshoeing is another thing, but they had in Onewheel XR, which was kind of the previous model of the GT, brand new in the box, had been sitting there, had some good discounts between, I guess, Black Friday stuff coming up, as well as this is an older model, so they had it on sale. Oh, yeah, Veterans Day, not Black Friday. So they gave another additional 10% off for being a veteran. That was pretty awesome stuff. So we ended up, I think, getting out the door with taxes and everything for 1,400-ish bucks. Way better than the 22, or ends up being 2,300 plus dollars for the new one. So I was like, cool, for that kind of money, we'll pick one up and see if I even like this thing. But I know for our business, A&M Moto Toys, we're kind of looking at possibly carrying these, selling them, and renting them as well. So let me know what you guys think about that. These are pretty cool devices. If you haven't looked them up, by all means, try them out. You can trail ride these. You can do all kinds of cool stuff. I plan to ride mine into work, so we'll see. But we'll do a little unboxing. I'm sure this has been done. This is an old model now, so nothing new. This is kind of for my subscribers. Something cool if you haven't seen it before. No tripod today, guys. Sorry. So I kind of popped it open a little bit just to check and make sure that this wasn't like a demo model or anything. And yeah, one thing about the Onewheels that I really like is that they are made in the United States. And I'm sure they have global parts, everything does, but they are actually made in California. I know they do a pretty specialized hub motor. That's cool. They use a battery that I'm a huge fan of. The battery technology in the XR specifically are very robust. Same type of lithium batteries that they use like on the International Space Station and in satellites. So cool stuff. They really did their homework. I think they engineered this thing, and there's a ton of aftermarket support for the XRs. So really cool to get into one. I was looking at buying one used, trying one out, and honestly, in the used market, this one was the same price as used models I was going to get. The directions are amazing. So written by people that speak English. There's no crazy Chinese pictograms. They really kind of support their product. You can tell just reading through their literature. Now I know right to repair has been a big thing with Onewheel, and I am a huge proponent of right to repair. So maybe this is hypocritical, but I think my take on right to repair with Onewheel is the type of device this is rather than a car necessarily. Like, I'm pretty anti-Tesla for their right to repair stuff. I like electric cars, don't come at me. Owned one, so just an important thing to kind of note. The warranty period on these is only a year long for the main board parts. The battery is only 6 months. There's mileage limitations even on that. So really, truthfully, I feel like you're not going to have much to repair, and if you do break it, you're going to be sending it back in its warranty period. Are you going to be tearing it apart to do different modifications in the first year? I mean, I suppose you could, but I don't know. I mean, I'm kind of 50-50 when it comes to Onewheel, and I think they're even looking for different solutions themselves as a company to address their customers' dissatisfactions, because there's a lot of aftermarket support for these. So there you go. There's the kind of main packaging. This is the standard charger over here. The Onewheel XR itself. I got some little protection bits and stuff to go on it because I'll probably abuse it. I've been on one of these years ago, and fascinated by them. Never bought one just because they're so expensive. But part of the Made in America appeals to me, and I have a pretty long walk into work that's getting pretty tiring, and we can ride these on our base now. So pretty stoked to kind of be able to fly around on base on one of these. One of the guys I work with has been doing it for a while. Okay, there she is. So pretty cool product. We'll do some more video, and I'll shoot some video of me probably failing and falling off and crashing on this thing, I'm sure. I don't do anything in life without hurting myself. But cool things. They're, like I said, they're literature and trying to teach people how to use these and tips and tricks. It's pretty much they really try on these. Now, one thing about the new GT I like is that it comes with a treaded tire from the get-go, and these do not. But the good thing about these ones, they use a standard, I think it's a 6-inch hub. Don't quote me on that. I think the Onewheel GT is a 6.5. But this uses a standard go-kart tire size, so you can get like the Hoosier tires that are treaded and everything else for it. So kind of makes tire changes, I guess, easier. So I've heard, but not totally sure. I mean, I'll probably primarily use this on pavement for the time being anyway, and I'm sure on mild dirt trails, this will probably work fine while I'm learning. Everybody says this is a good tire to learn on. Some other cool features, there's an app for it. You can change how the board reacts, speed limitations with the board. I think the top speed of this board is 20 miles an hour in theory. I think 19-ish is what most people end up getting out of it. And yeah, the range is 16 to 18 miles. That's pretty good. So more than enough for me. The new GT board, I think, is doing, like, they claim 20 to 30 miles, something like that. Maybe it's 22 miles, 32 kilometers, something like that. A little bit more range on the new ones, a little bit more beefier motor on the new ones, so on and so forth. But for brand new in the box, last year's or a couple years ago's model, I was pretty stoked to find one, especially after dealing with the used market. I've been looking on Marketplace and Craigslist for a little while. I'm pretty happy with my purchase. But let me know what you think in the comments below about possibly selling some Onewheels, what you guys think about these. I know, being motor riders, this, for me, it's pretty exciting because I like to ride. And expanding into other sports and trying new things is kind of that adrenaline-seeking experience. I see people trail riding these around in Colorado, and I'm like, oh gosh, I'm going to try that out, especially in places where I can't take dirt bikes. But anyways, thanks for watching, guys. Catch you in the next one. Ferret Face out.